Rian stepped off the shuttle onto the bustling surface of Zolthera Prime. The air shimmered with strange colors, and the streets were alive with creatures of all shapes and sizes. Some had wings, some had extra limbs, and some seemed to float. Above the ground, stalls lined every avenue, glowing with strange lights and offering goods that Rian had never imagined. He adjusted his backpack and walked carefully, keeping his eyes wide open. He had come to this distant planet in search of rare artifacts, hoping to find something that could help him understand alien technology. The marketplace was chaotic but fascinating. Alien merchants shouted in languages Rian could barely recognize, waving their hands and trying to attract customers. As he wandered past a stall decorated with shimmering crystals, he noticed something unusual. There, standing inside a golden cage, was a small, humanoid alien girl. Her skin was soft lavender, and her eyes glowed a gentle gold. She had delicate wings folded neatly on her back, and her expression was full of curiosity. Above her, a sign read, "Bond Companion Available." Rian frowned. He had heard of Bond Companions before, but only in stories. Too many outsiders. The name sounded strange, almost frightening, but he remembered the guidebook's note. In this culture, a Bond Companion was not a slave. It was a trusted partner, someone who would travel, learn, and help you in exchange for care and guidance. "Hello," Rian said cautiously. The girl's head tilted, and she smiled, revealing tiny, sharp teeth but not in a threatening way. "Hello, human," she said in perfect common tongue. Her voice was soft but full of energy. "I'm Nara. You want a bond?" Rian blinked. This was unusual. Few aliens spoke common tongue fluently. I'm Rian," he said. "Yes, I'm curious. I've never had a bond companion before." Nara's eyes sparkled. "You will be surprised. I like humans. You are small, but clever. I will learn many things from you, and you from me." The stall owner, a tall, four-armed alien with bright red skin, stepped forward. "She is eager. Human, a good companion. You care for her, she will care for you. Simple as that." Rian thought for a moment. The concept was strange, but Nara's excitement was infectious. "All right," he said finally. "I'll take her. Let's see what adventures await." Nara clapped her hands, wings fluttering. "Yes, adventure. I like this human. We will go far, far away." The transaction was quick. The owner handed over a small medallion, which Nara touched with her fingers. A soft glow surrounded her, and Rian felt a strange warmth in the air. He realized this bond was more than symbolic. It connected them in a way he couldn't yet understand. As they left the market, Nara leaned against Rian's arm, her excitement clear. "Your ship, it is tiny, but it will fly far." "Yes," Rian said with a small smile. "It will take us to many places, but we have to be careful. Space is dangerous. Danger is fun." Nara said, bouncing on her tiny feet. "I will help. You see things, I see things. Together, nothing can stop us." Rian laughed softly. Her energy was infectious. He had expected a quiet, careful companion, but Nara was the opposite. She was fearless, curious, and full of life. Already, he felt a strange connection forming, like they could understand each other without words. As they walked through the streets, they passed other merchants selling exotic foods, glowing plants, and even small robots. Nara's eyes darted from one stall to another, her excitement never fading. "Look, human, that fruit glows like stars. And those robots, they move like tiny dancers." Rian chuckled. "You really pay attention to everything." Nara tilted her head. "Everything is new. Everything is interesting. I want to see all, learn all, fly all, eat all." Rian shook his head, laughing. "One thing at a time, Nara. One thing at a time." They found a small food stall and tried alien snacks that sparkled and popped in their mouths. Nara's laughter echoed through the market as she tried something that tasted like nothing Rian had ever imagined. "You humans eat. Simple," she said, licking her fingers. "But tasty is tasty. You will teach me more, yes?" I will, Ryun said. But only if you teach me too. That's the bond. We learn from each other. Nara nodded eagerly. Yes, yes, I will teach you about stars, about flying, about everything. As they walked back to the shuttle, Ryun noticed how other aliens stared at Nara. She seemed completely comfortable with humans. Even proud to be with him, he realized that in this universe, courage and curiosity could build bridges between worlds. When they finally boarded his spaceship, Nara ran around, touching buttons and screens, her wings fluttering with excitement. Everything is small, but clever, she said. I like this. We will fly fast. We will go far. Ryun settled into the pilot's seat, glancing at her with a smile. All right, Nara, let's start this journey carefully. But I think we are going to have a lot of fun. Together, Nara's eyes glowed brighter. Fun, adventure, learning, bond, yes, human. This is only the beginning. As the engines roared to life and the shuttle lifted off, Ryun felt a strange thrill. This was supposed to be just a trip to find artifacts. But now, with Nara by his side, he realized it was the start of something far greater in adventure that would stretch across stars, planets, and galaxies. And Nara, she couldn't stop smiling. Finally, she was exactly where she wanted to be, exploring the unknown with a human who was clever, brave, and ready for anything. The galaxy awaited, and neither of them had any idea how much it would change their lives. The shuttle hummed softly as it rose above Zolthera Prime, leaving behind the glittering lights of the alien market. Ryun sat in the pilot's seat, adjusting the controls while Nara hovered beside him, wings fluttering excitedly. Faster, human, fly faster, she shouted, her golden eyes sparkling with anticipation. Ryun laughed. We need to be careful, Nara. Space is not just about speed. There are asteroids, solar winds, and other surprises. Nara tilted her head. Surprises are fun. I like surprises. As they left the planet's atmosphere, the view of space opened before them, a vast stretch of dark sky dotted with bright stars, swirling nebulae, and distant planets. Nara gasped. It is beautiful, she whispered. Stars, so many stars. How do you humans not get lost here? Ryun smiled. We have maps, navigation systems, and instincts. But even humans sometimes get lost. Nara's wings twitched with excitement. I will help. My senses are sharp. I can detect dangers humans cannot see. Good, Ryun said, impressed. We'll need that. Space is not always friendly. For the next few hours, they traveled through open space. Nara moved around the shuttle, touching buttons, reading screens, and occasionally laughing at something on the control panel that startled her. You humans make funny noises with machines, she said, giggling. Brrr, whoosh, everything makes sound. Ryun chuckled. That's true. Machines are alive in their own way. As they approached the edge of a dense asteroid belt, Nara's eyes glowed. Human, stop. Something moves there. Ryun focused on the radar. Sure enough, a small cluster of rocks was shifting unnaturally, as if guided by some unseen force. Good eyes, Nara. We need to navigate carefully, he said, taking the shuttle into a slow, precise maneuver. Nara leaned forward, whispering. Left, no. Right, careful. Ryun followed her guidance, weaving between the rocks with skill. The shuttle shuddered once as a small asteroid brushed past, but they avoided any serious damage. See, human? Teamwork works. Nara cheered. Ryun smiled, feeling a warm sense of partnership. Yes. You are a great companion, Nara. They cleared the asteroid belt and entered open space again. The journey was peaceful, and Ryun allowed Nara to explore more of the shuttle. She discovered a small library of digital books and alien maps. Look, stories from many worlds, she exclaimed. We can read them, learn them, explore them. Ryun nodded. We will. One at a time, though. We have many places to see before we settle on one. As they continued, a strange blip appeared on the radar. Nara's eyes glowed brighter. Human, something floats there, drifting in space. Ryun adjusted the controls and moved closer. A derelict ship floated silently among distant stars, its surface covered in cosmic dust. Abandoned? Rian said, intrigued. Could be valuable or dangerous. Nara tilted her head. Danger is fun. Let us explore. I can sense patterns, traps, secrets. Rian hesitated. It could be risky. We don't know what's inside. But we will learn. We will understand, Nara insisted. Her enthusiasm was contagious. Rian took a deep breath. All right, Nara. We explore. But we do it carefully. Stay alert. They docked their shuttle with the derelict ship. The airlock hissed, and Nara floated inside first, wings spread. Her golden eyes scanned every corner. Silent, she whispered. Empty. But not alone. Rian followed, moving cautiously. The interior was dark and dusty, but the ship's design was clearly alien. Strange symbols glowed faintly on the walls. Nara's fingers touched the console. Energy, faint, but alive. Something watches us, suddenly. A holographic projection activated. A pale blue figure appeared, scanning Rian and Nara. Identify yourselves, it said in a calm, mechanical voice. Rian took a step back. I'm Rian, human explorer. This is Nara, a bond companion. We mean no harm. The AI studied them. Lights flashing across its surface. Unauthorized entry detected. Systems in stasis. Confirm identity for survival protocol. Nara moved closer to the AI, her wings shimmering. We are explorers. We seek knowledge. No harm will come. The AI paused. Explorers, curious. Protocol override. Confirm. Rian frowned. Protocol override. I don't know. Can it be trusted? Nara's glowing eyes fixed on him. Trust is choice. We choose. Together. Rian took a deep breath and nodded. Okay. Override it. The AI hummed and the lights dimmed slightly. A map appeared on the wall, showing a route to an uncharted planet. Ancient data. Valuable. Caution advised, the AI said. Follow map at your discretion. Nara clapped her hands. Adventure. We will go there. Learn everything. Rian smiled. All right, but we prepare first. We can't rush into unknown danger. They spent hours examining the ship, gathering small tools and data logs. Nara's curiosity seemed endless. She asked questions, tested devices, and laughed at the strange noises the old ship made. You humans make things small but clever, she said. I like this. Rian realized something important. Nara's joy wasn't just in exploring. It was in learning and sharing knowledge. Her energy made him feel alive in a way he hadn't felt for years. As they returned to their shuttle, Rian looked at Nara. I think this is the start of something big. Not just adventure, but real partnership. Nara smiled brightly. Yes, human and alien. Learning together. Nothing can stop us. As the shuttle lifted off, leaving the derelict ship behind, Rian felt a strange thrill. He had expected a simple journey to find artifacts, but now, with Nara's energy and intelligence by his side, the universe felt full of possibilities. Nara leaned against the control panel, her eyes glowing as they traveled through the stars. Human, next. Stop. Rian glanced at the star map, plotting their route. Next stop, wherever the map leads. But first, we prepare. There is much to learn, and I think the adventure has only just begun. Nara's laughter echoed through the shuttle. Adventure. Learning. Stars. Fun. Yes, human only the beginning. And so, the human and his bond companion soared through space together, ready to face the unknown, excited by the mysteries and wonders that awaited them among the stars. The shuttle glided silently through space, leaving the derelict ship behind. Rian and Nara floated in the cabin, studying the holographic map that had appeared in the alien vessel. It showed a path to an uncharted planet, glowing softly and deep. Blue. This planet, Rian muttered, tracing the route with his finger. It's not on any human charts. Nothing about it exists in our databases. Nara leaned over, her wings brushing the edge of the console. And no one is exciting. We will find secrets. We will learn things no one has ever learned. Rian smiled at her enthusiasm. You really do love the unknown, don't you? Yes? Nara said, bouncing on her tiny feet. and known as life, adventure, fun, learning, stars. The journey to the uncharted planet took several hours, but neither of them felt bored. Nara spent the time exploring every corner of the shuttle, asking questions about human technology. "Why do humans need buttons?" she asked, pointing to the control panel. "Why not gestures or thoughts?" Rian laughed. "Humans are simple. Buttons are easy and reliable. Thoughts are too unpredictable." Nara tilted her head. "Simple? Clever is simple. I like simple humans." As they approached the planet, a strange phenomenon appeared. A field of sparkling particles surrounded it like a protective shield. The particles moved and twisted, reflecting the starlight in thousands of colors. "Human. Look, the planet is alive," Nara whispered, her eyes wide. "It's not alive, at least not like you or me," Rian said, examining the readings. "But something is generating energy here. Magnetic fields, unusual radiation. We need to be careful." Nara clapped her hands. "Careful is good. Danger is fun." "Yes," Rian shook his head, smiling. "You're impossible. But all right, we go slow." They guided the shuttle through the particle field, dodging erratic bursts of energy that threatened to knock them off course. Nara helped, her alien senses detecting safe paths before Rian could see them on the console. "Here. Left no. Slide up. Yes," she directed, her glowing eyes focused. With her help, Rian navigated safely through the sparkling field. As they cleared it, the planet's surface appeared below a landscape of glowing forests, floating rocks, and rivers of liquid light. "This is incredible," Rian whispered. "I've never seen anything like it." Nara's wings fluttered with excitement. "I told you. Secrets, wonders, learning. We are lucky." They landed in a small clearing near the edge of a glowing forest. The air shimmered, filled with faint, musical tones that seemed to come from the plants themselves. Nara stepped out first, her small feet touching the soft, glowing grass. "Human. Smell, touch, listen. Everything is new," she said, spinning around with joy. Rian stepped out carefully, scanning the surroundings. "Keep your eyes open. Unknown planets often hide dangers." Nara nodded. "I see patterns, safe and unsafe. We will walk carefully." As they explored, they discovered ruins scattered throughout the forest. Ancient structures rose from the glowing grass, carved with symbols that pulsed faintly with light. "Human, look," Nara exclaimed. "Stories, messages, secrets." Rian approached a tall stone archway. "These markings, they are old, very old. Perhaps this civilization vanished long ago." Nara traced her fingers over the carvings. "Not vanished, waiting, hidden, curious. We find them now." They entered one of the larger ruins, a temple-like structure with glowing walls. Inside, a pedestal held a crystal orb, radiating soft blue light. Rian stepped closer. "This must be the core the derelict ship's map was pointing to." Nara hovered beside him, wings spread. "Core, energy, power, learning. Touch, careful," Rian warned. "We don't know what it does." But Nara reached out, her fingers brushing the orb. Instantly, holographic images filled the room, plans, star maps, alien writings, and strange symbols moving in patterns. "It is knowledge," Nara whispered, eyes glowing brighter. "So much to learn. Human, see, understand." Rian studied the projections. This could change everything we know. Technology, history. The galaxy itself. Suddenly, the orb pulsed, and a holographic figure appeared. It was pale blue, similar to the AI on the derelict ship. Unauthorized presence detected. The hologram said, "Ancient secrets protected. Explain purpose." Rian held up his hands. "We are explorers. We seek knowledge. We mean no harm." The hologram studied them, scanning Nara carefully. "Bond companion cooperative. Override protocol. Knowledge sharing." Nara stepped forward. "Yes, we will learn. We share. No harm will come." The hologram paused, then slowly nodded, confirmed. "Knowledge may be accessed. Use wisely." The projection shifted, displaying maps to hidden chambers, energy sources, and advanced technologies. Nara's eyes sparkled. "Human adventure, learning, exploration. We will understand all. Ryun smiled, impressed by her enthusiasm. Yes, together. We will be careful, but we will explore. There's much to learn here. They spent hours examining the temple, taking notes and recording the data. Nara laughed and pointed at strange artifacts, asking questions about each one. This, how works? She asked about a glowing tool. That's complicated. Ryun admitted, but we'll figure it out together. As the sun or what passed for a sunset over the glowing forests, the duo stepped outside. The colors of the planet shifted, painting the sky in bright pinks and purples. Human. Beautiful. Nara whispered. Adventure. Learning, stars, new world. Ryun nodded, watching her excitement. Yes, Nara. And this is only the beginning. There are more secrets on this planet, more challenges, and maybe new friends or allies. Nara spread her wings, hovering over the glowing grass. We are ready, human together. Nothing can stop us. Ryun laughed softly. All right, let's rest tonight. Tomorrow, we explore the hidden chambers. Who knows what we will find? As they settled down, Ryun felt a strange warmth. The galaxy was vast, dangerous, and unknown, but with Nara by his side, he was ready for anything. And Nara, with her endless curiosity and joyful spirit, couldn't wait to discover it all. The adventure had truly begun. The morning light shimmered over the glowing forests of the uncharted planet, painting everything in soft hues of green and gold. Ryun and Nara stepped out of the shuttle, ready for the day's exploration. The air vibrated faintly, as if the planet itself was alive, waiting for them to uncover its secrets. Human ready? Nara asked, her wings fluttering in excitement. As ready as I can be, Ryun replied, checking his equipment. We need to be careful. Hidden chambers could be trapped, or dangerous. Nara's eyes sparkled. Danger is fun. Learning is fun. Together, fun. They followed the holographic map from the derelict ship, guiding them to the largest structure in the forest. The temple loomed over them, its glowing symbols pulsing faintly. A stone archway marked the entrance to the hidden chambers below. Human. Down there, Nara said, pointing with a small hand. Secrets wait. We go. Yes, but step lightly. Ryun said, descending the narrow stairway. The stone felt warm underfoot, and faint lights embedded in the walls guided their path inside. The chamber opened into a vast hall. Strange machinery filled the space, ancient devices that hummed quietly, casting soft light across the walls. Glowing lines traced paths through the floor, almost like a map of energy flowing beneath their feet. Human, look, Nara exclaimed, floating above the floor. Machines, alive. They moved slightly. Watching, Ryun examined a console. Carefully, they respond to presence, sensors, maybe security systems. We need to touch them carefully. Nara's fingers brushed the panel, and the machine hummed louder, projecting symbols in the air. Learning. We see. Human touch. With me. Together we understand. Ryun nodded. All right, let's work together. They spent hours exploring the chamber, examining devices, taking notes, and carefully testing small mechanisms. Nara's alien senses helped detect hidden panels and energy flows that Ryun would have missed. Human, this one, Nara pointed to a floating crystal. Energy inside, pattern strange, maybe power source. Ryun studied it. Could be. Let's be cautious. It might control the other machines. Nara carefully touched the crystal, and the entire room lit up, revealing hidden doors and new passageways. Wow, hidden secrets, she whispered. Human, we find more. Ryun smiled. Yes, let's see what else is here. As they explored, they found a room filled with holographic maps of the galaxy. Some areas were marked with strange symbols, possibly showing ancient alien civilizations or energy sources. Human, look at all. Knowledge, learning, adventure. Nara said, spinning in delight. This is incredible, Ryun said, studying the maps. Some of these civilizations are older than humans, older than anything we've recorded. The knowledge here, it could change everything we know about space. Suddenly, a soft vibration passed through the floor. Ryun and Nara froze. What is that? Ryun asked. Looking round, Planet, alive, warning? Nara's wings twitched nervously. A section of the wall slid open, revealing a narrow passage with strange glowing symbols that pulsed like a heartbeat. Human adventure. We go, Nara asked, eyes wide. Rian hesitated. We need to be careful. Could be a trap, but we can explore slowly. Stick together. Together, they entered the passage. It led to a chamber filled with ancient alien artifacts, each glowing faintly. Some looked like tools, others like decorative sculptures, but all radiated energy. This? Amazing, Nara whispered. Human, touch carefully. Learn together. Rian studied one artifact carefully. These tools, they are more advanced than anything humans have. But they also seem protective. Maybe the civilization left them to guard their knowledge. Nara floated closer to another artifact, examining its strange symbols. Human, story here. Symbols tell story. Past, history, wisdom. Rian nodded. We need to record everything. This could take months to understand fully. Suddenly, a soft rumble echoed through the chamber. Dust fell from the ceiling, and a low hum filled the air. Human. Alarm. Something activates. Nara shouted. Rian's eyes widened. Stay calm. Let's see what it does. A holographic projection appeared, showing an ancient alien figure standing before them. Its voice echoed softly. Only those worthy may access the secrets, protect the knowledge, respect the balance. Nara's eyes glowed brightly. Human, worthy, we learn carefully. We respect. Rian nodded. Yes, that's why we are here. To learn, not to take. The projection shifted, showing a series of tests, a puzzle of symbols, patterns, and energy flows. Human. Test, Nara asked, tilting her head. Yes, Rian said. We need to solve it to access more knowledge. But it looks complicated. Together, they studied the puzzle. Rian analyzed the energy patterns, while Nara used her alien senses to detect hidden flows and connections. Slowly, piece by piece, they began to understand. Human, move this symbol here. Yes, correct. Nara guided, her voice full of excitement. Rian followed her directions. Good eye, Nara. That's it. The puzzle glowed brightly, then shifted to reveal a hidden chamber deeper below. Human, success. Adventure continues. Nara cheered. Rian smiled, feeling a sense of pride and partnership. Yes, together, we can do anything. They entered the deeper chamber, which contained a single pedestal holding a glowing orb. The orb radiated a soft, golden light, and the air around it vibrated with energy. Human core. Nara whispered, possibly. Rian said, studying it carefully. We need to understand it first. It could be dangerous if handled incorrectly. Nara nodded. Human, I help. Together we protect. Together we learn. As they examined the orb, Rian realized that their partnership was more than human and alien. They were a team, combining curiosity, intelligence, and trust. Nothing in the universe could stop them if they worked together. The day faded into evening, and the glowing forest outside bathed the chambers in a soft, warm light. Rian and Nara rested, planning their next moves. Human, tomorrow. More secrets? Nara asked, curling up near the pedestal. Yes, Rian said, smiling. More secrets, more adventure, more learning. Together, Nara's wings shimmered. In the soft light, together, always, and so, in the heart of the uncharted planet, the human and his bond companion prepared for the challenges ahead. Excited to uncover the ancient secrets hidden deep within the glowing forests, the adventure had grown bigger than they ever imagined, and the best was yet to come. The soft golden light of the alien sun filled the glowing forest, as Rian and Nara prepared to continue their exploration. After their success with the hidden chambers, both felt a mix of excitement and caution. The planet seemed peaceful, but they both knew appearances could be deceiving. Human. Ready? Nara asked, stretching her wings. Secrets wait, adventure waits, as ready as ever. Rian replied, checking their equipment. But we need to stay alert. The planet may have surprises we don't expect. They followed the holographic map deeper into the forest. Strange plants glowed in hues they had never seen, and the air vibrated faintly, as if alive with energy. Nara's senses detected subtle patterns in the energy flows, guiding them safely through the luminous terrain. Human. Follow me, she said, floating ahead. Path safe, danger hidden nearby. Rian nodded. Good. Lead the way. After several hours, they reached a large clearing. In its center stood a massive crystalline structure, shimmering with light. Energy pulsed from its core, radiating outward in waves. Human. This is important, Nara whispered. Core energy. Powerful. Secret. Rian examined the readings on his handheld scanner. Yes, this energy is unlike anything humans have recorded. But something else is here. Movement. Before they could react, a group of alien figures appeared at the edge of the clearing. Their armor shimmered in the sunlight, and their eyes glowed with authority. They spoke in a language Rian didn't understand, but Nara's glowing eyes gave him reassurance. They are cautious, maybe protectors, she whispered. We must show respect. Or conflict, Rian raised his hand slowly. We mean no harm. We are explorers. We seek knowledge only. One of the aliens stepped forward, raising a hand. A pulse of energy scanned Rian and Nara. The scanner beeped rapidly, and a holographic display appeared, showing symbols of communication. They are checking us, testing us, Nara said. Human, stay calm. Rian nodded. All right, we can do this. The alien leader gestured toward the crystalline core, then looked at them again. Nara stepped forward, her golden eyes glowing. We are learning, she said in the alien language, repeating what Rian had taught her. We respect your place. We only wish to explore and understand. The aliens paused, their glowing eyes scanning Nara and Rian. Slowly, they lowered their weapons. One of them stepped forward, extending a hand toward the core, signaling Rian and Nara to follow. They are testing us, Nara whispered. Trust must be shown. Respect must be given. Rian nodded. Then we follow, together. They approached the crystalline structure. The pulse of energy grew stronger, filling the clearing with warmth and light. Rian could feel the power beneath his feet, vibrating through the ground. Nara hovered beside him, sensing patterns invisible to human eyes. Human core speaks. She said softly, it wants balance, respect, knowledge. Rian studied the core, realizing it responded to intention. We need to show we are worthy, not greedy, not reckless. He reached out, placing a hand on the surface of the crystal. Nara mirrored him, touching with her fingers. Light spread through the core, illuminating the clearing and the aliens who watched. Symbols and patterns floated around them, forming a map of the surrounding planet and energy flows that Rian had never seen before. It is sharing knowledge, Rian whispered. It trusts us. Nara laughed softly. Human adventure. Learning, together. Suddenly, a sharp vibration shook the ground. The aliens stepped back, alert, and Rian felt the energy of the core spike. Human, warning. Nara shouted. Something approaches. From the shadows of the forest, a group of rogue creatures emerged. They were smaller than the armored aliens, but fast and agile. With glowing eyes and sharp limbs, they circled the clearing, clearly interested in the core. Human fight. Protect? Nara asked, hovering close. Yes, Rian said, gripping his scanner. We need to defend it, but carefully. No reckless moves. The armored aliens stepped forward, forming a barrier between the rogues and Rian and Nara. Nara darted forward, using her agility to distract the smaller creatures. Her wings creating bursts of wind that threw them off balance. Human, follow me, she shouted, guiding Rian to a safe vantage point where he could operate the scanner. He activated a small energy shield around the core, reinforcing the barrier the armored aliens had created. Together, human and alien companion worked. As a team, Nara's instincts and speed complemented Rian's intelligence and strategy. Within minutes, the rogue creatures retreated into the shadows. Realizing they could not overcome the combined force, the armored aliens nodded. Their authority recognized. One stepped forward, presenting a glowing crystal to Rian and Nara. Sign of trust and approval. They respect us, Nara whispered, her wings trembling with excitement. Human, partnership works. Rian smiled, feeling a surge of pride. Yes, We've earned their trust. But we need to stay vigilant. There will be more challenges ahead as the sun dipped lower, casting the glowing forest in warm colors. Rian and Nara prepared to rest. They had protected the core, earned the respect of the planet's guardians, and strengthened their bond through teamwork and trust. Human, tomorrow. More adventure? Nara asked, curling up near him. Yes. Rian said, smiling. More adventure, more learning, more discoveries, together. Nara's wings shimmered in the fading light. Together, always. Nothing stops us. And so, after their first real challenge on the uncharted planet, the human and his bond, companions settled for the night, ready for the mysteries, dangers, and wonders that awaited them in the days to come. The adventure had grown larger than either could have imagined, but with trust, courage, and teamwork, they knew they could face anything together. The next morning, the glowing forest shimmered under the light of the alien sun, casting long shadows that danced among the strange, luminous plants. Rian and Nara stepped out of the shuttle, ready to continue their exploration of the uncharted planet. Human today. More secrets? Nara asked, hovering in the air, her golden eyes shining with excitement. Yes, Rian said, adjusting his gear. The Guardians trusted us yesterday. Today, we follow the map deeper into the forest. I think it will lead us to something even more important. Nara's wings fluttered. Important, exciting, learning, adventure. They moved carefully along the holographic path projected from the derelict ship. Strange sounds filled the air, the hum of the energy flowing through the planet, the whispers of unknown creatures, and the faint vibration of hidden technology beneath the glowing soil. Human. Feel it? Nara whispered. Energy strong, different, powerful. Rian touched the scanner lightly. Yes, stronger than yesterday. The core was powerful, but this is something else entirely. We need to be careful. As they approached a clearing, they saw a massive stone door embedded in a hill. Ancient symbols covered its surface, glowing faintly as if reacting to their presence. Human, this is it, Nara said, hovering closer. Hidden power waiting behind the door. Rian examined the symbols carefully. It's a lock of some sort, but not like any human lock. It might require intelligence, logic, or trust between us. Nara's eyes sparkled. Human, we work together. Bond works. Door opens for team. They approached the door, placing their hands on separate panels as the symbols reacted to their touch. Light spread across the surface, and a low hum vibrated through the hill. Slowly, the door began to slide open, revealing a cavern filled with golden light inside. The cavern was enormous. Strange structures floated in midair, glowing with energy. Crystal formations pulsed rhythmically, and streams of liquid light flowed through channels in the floor. The air was warm, tingling with power. Human, incredible, Nara whispered. Powered secrets, adventure. Look at everything. Rian walked carefully, scanning the energy flows. This place, it's like a library of power. Knowledge, technology, and maybe energy sources we don't understand yet. Nara floated near him. Floating crystal, her fingers hovering over it. Human safe, touch, careful, Rian warned. We don't know what it does yet. Observe first. They spent hours studying the cavern, analyzing the energy patterns, and recording the information. Nara's alien senses detected hidden flows, guiding Rian to panels and artifacts he would have missed. This pattern here, Nara said, pointing to a floating sphere, moves like living, human alive. Rian studied the readings. It's not alive, not like us, but it has intelligence. It reacts to presence, movement, even intent. Fascinating. As they explored further, the cavern's energy shifted suddenly. A low vibration ran through the floor, and the glowing crystals pulsed rapidly. Human alert, Nara shouted. Something changes. Power reacts. Rian scanned the energy fields. Yes, it's responding to us. Maybe it's testing us, seeing if we're worthy. Suddenly, a beam of golden light shot from one of the floating structures, forming a holographic figure in front of them. It looked like a guardian, an ancient being composed of shimmering energy. Who enters the chamber of hidden power? The figure asked, its voice echoing through the cavern. Ryun stepped forward. I'm Ryun, a human explorer. This is Nara, my bond companion. We seek knowledge and understanding. We mean no harm. The figure's energy shimmered, scanning them. Carefully, Nara hovered beside Ryun, her wings glowing. Bond confirmed, intentions observed, trust evident, the Guardian said. You may access the hidden power, but you must prove wisdom, courage, and cooperation. Nara clapped her hands. Human test, adventure, learning. We succeed together. The Guardian raised its hand, projecting a series of puzzles in the air. Symbols, energy flows, and moving. Patterns appeared. To pass, they had to solve each puzzle using logic, observation, and coordination. Human, we do together. Nara asked, her eyes shining. Yes, Ryun said. We work together, step by step. The first puzzle involved energy streams that flowed through channels. Ryun analyzed the patterns while Nara used her senses to detect hidden currents. Together, they redirected the streams correctly, unlocking the next level. Good, human. See, Bond works. Nara cheered. The second puzzle was a pattern of symbols that had to be activated in sequence. Ryun studied them carefully, while Nara used her intuition to feel which symbols belonged together. Slowly, they completed the sequence. Almost there, human, Nara said, wings fluttering. The final puzzle was a test of trust. Two energy nodes floated apart, and they had to synchronize their actions perfectly to activate the core. Nara's wings glowed, and Ryun's hands moved confidently. They touched the nodes together, and a wave of golden light filled the chamber. The Guardian's voice echoed warmly. You have passed. Wisdom, courage, and cooperation proven. Hidden power may be accessed, used with respect. The floating structures shifted, revealing a chamber filled with energy crystals, alien artifacts, and data logs. Streams of knowledge flowed like rivers, waiting to be studied. Human incredible, Nara whispered. Secrets, power of adventure. We succeed. Ryun smiled, feeling proud and exhilarated. Yes, and it's only the beginning. With this knowledge, we can explore further, understand more, and protect it. Nara hovered close to him. Human together. Bond works, always. Adventure continues. They spent the rest of the day studying the hidden power, carefully recording information and experimenting with the energy flows. Nara's excitement never faded, and Ryun marveled at how much she enhanced his understanding with her unique perspective. As night fell, the cavern glowed softly, bathing them in golden light. Ryun and Nara rested near the floating crystals, feeling a deep connection to each other and the planet. Human. Tomorrow, more adventure, Nara asked, curling up beside him. Yes, Ryun said, smiling. More adventure, more discoveries, more learning, together. Nara's wings shimmered in the soft light. Together, always, nothing stops. U.S. And so, in the heart of the uncharted planet, Ryun and Nara prepared for the final stage of their journey where the ultimate secrets and challenges awaited. The hidden power they had unlocked was only the beginning of the adventures yet to come. The galaxy was vast, mysterious, and full of wonders, and with trust, courage, and teamwork, they were ready to face it all. The hidden power of the uncharted planet glowed softly around Ryun and Nara. As they prepared for their final exploration, the cavern had revealed much, but the holographic maps hinted at an even greater secret deep within the planet's core. Human. Last adventure, Nara asked, her wings fluttering with excitement. Not last, Ryun said, smiling. The greatest discovery is ahead, but we need to be careful. It will not be easy. Nara's eyes glowed. Careful, brave, together. We succeed. They followed the maps deeper into the planet, moving through twisting tunnels lined with glowing crystals. The air hummed with energy, vibrating through their bodies as if the planet itself was alive. Human, feel the pulse, Nara whispered. Power strong. Waiting for us, Ryun nodded. Yes, this is something extraordinary, but we must respect it. It could be dangerous if handled incorrectly. After hours of careful travel, they arrived at a massive chamber, larger than anything they had seen before. The walls shimmered with flowing energy, and in the center floated a colossal orb. Radiating pure golden light, the air around it was warm and tingled with electricity. Human ultimate, Nara whispered, hovering close. Core secrets. Adventure, Rian approached slowly, scanning the energy fields. This is the heart of the planet. Everything we've seen so far comes from this. If we understand it, we can learn more than we ever imagined. Nara's wings shimmered. Human, we explore, together, safely. As they moved closer, the orb responded to their presence. Projecting a holographic guardian, it was larger and more majestic than the previous ones, composed of pure energy, its eyes glowing like stars. Who seeks the heart of the planet? The guardian asked. Rian stepped forward. I'm Rian, human explorer. This is Nara, my bond companion. We seek knowledge, understanding, and friendship. We mean no harm. The guardian's energy flowed around them, scanning carefully, intentions pure, courage proven, bond strong. You may access the ultimate knowledge, but only if you prove wisdom and harmony. Nara clapped her hands. Human together. Bond strong. We succeed. The guardian raised its hand, projecting a series of complex puzzles in the air. Streams of energy formed patterns, symbols, and shifting channels. The final challenge required perfect coordination, observation, and trust. Human challenge, Nara whispered. We work together. Yes, yes, Rian said firmly. Together, step by step. The first puzzle involved balancing streams of energy across multiple channels. Rian analyzed the flow while Nara sensed hidden currents, directing him to the paths he could not detect. Here, move this. Yes, correct. Nara guided her. Voice steady, Rian nodded. Good eye, Nara. We're on the right path. The second puzzle required interpreting alien symbols and arranging them in precise sequences. Rian used logic, while Nara's intuition and senses detected hidden patterns. Slowly, the symbols aligned, forming a glowing map of the galaxy and the planet's energy network. Almost done, Nara whispered, wings glowing brightly. The final puzzle was a test of harmony. The floating nodes required synchronized movement, an intention to activate. Rian and Nara carefully touched the nodes together, focusing their energy and trust. Light exploded around them, filling the chamber with golden radiance. The guardian's voice echoed warmly. You have succeeded. Wisdom, courage, cooperation, and harmony proven. The ultimate knowledge is yours. Use it wisely. The colossal orb shifted, revealing streams of pure energy, holographic data, and artifacts from ancient civilizations. Knowledge flowed like rivers, connecting history, technology, and energy in ways Rian and Nara had never imagined. Human incredible, Nara whispered. Secrets, learning, adventure. We understand, Rian smiled, awe filling his heart. Yes, and it's more than I ever imagined. With this, we can protect, explore, and learn even more. Suddenly, the energy of the chamber pulsed again. A vision appeared, the history of the planet, the rise of civilizations, the guardians, and the way they preserved their knowledge. It was clear that the planet had been waiting for explorers who were brave, respectful, and cooperative humans and companions like them. Human, planet, chose us? Nara asked softly. Yes. Rian said, we were worthy. We worked together, respected the planet, and proved our bond. That's why we're here now. Nara's wings glimmered. Human, together, always. Adventure never ends. They spent the rest of the day exploring the heart of the planet, carefully studying the energy streams, artifacts, and knowledge. Each discovery made them more connected to the planet, to each other, and to the universe beyond. As the alien sun began to set, casting golden light across the cavern, Rian and Nara rested near the orb. Human. We learned so much, Nara said, curling up beside him. Adventure. Powered secrets. Together. Yes. Rian said, smiling. And there is still more to explore. The galaxy is vast, full of wonders. But with you by my side, I feel ready for anything. Nara's eyes glowed softly. Human bond strongest, nothing stops us. They left the chamber as night fell. the golden energy of the planet lighting their way. The Guardians watched silently, their presence a silent acknowledgement of the explorers' success. As they returned to the shuttle, Rian looked at Nara. We've achieved something incredible. But the journey is not over. There are more worlds, more secrets, more adventures waiting for us. Nara's wings fluttered happily, human together, always, adventure forever. With a final glance at the glowing forest and the hidden power of the planet, Rian started the shuttle. Together, they rose into space, leaving the uncharted planet behind but carrying its knowledge, its energy, and the memory of the bond they had forged. The galaxy awaited, full of mysteries, challenges, and wonders, and with courage, intelligence, and trust. The human and his bond companion knew that no secret was too great, no danger too daunting, and no adventure too far. The stars stretched endlessly before them, bright and full of promise, and together, Rian and Nara soared forward, ready to explore them all. The adventure had reached its peak, but the universe had only just begun to reveal its wonders.